We did it! Yeah! Solos will be in a future video, so enjoy this one.
What's up, guys? We made it to 100 subscribers. Now, I'm not doing the solos today, but they will be coming soon. I gotta practice a little bit more on all of them, but they are coming, okay? So just be patient with me, please. I'm working on them, alright? Today, I'm teaching you how to do stick tricks, alright? Now, we're gonna do some easy levels, some medium levels, and some hard levels. Alright? So, let's get on to the video. Alright, now your first one is just gonna be some normal crossovers, alright? So now, when you do a crossover, you want your right hand, so you normally play like this, you want it to flip like this, alright? You want your hand to be upside down. That usually makes it easier, alright? Now, your left hand usually looks like this, alright? You want to flip it to look like that when you play. So, altogether, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like you're pointing at somebody, right? This one you can hit like that, then you can switch like that, alright? And then you're in this position. Now, you can do rolls in between that, too, like that. So then you can just put it into your music and stuff and then make it look like this. Right? Or you can even just do singles and kind of do them fast and just slowly speed up. Like that. And just go in and out like that. And you can also do another crossover which is like this, but then your right hand is on top. Right? So you can go back and forth. Right? I usually just go in and out like this, because that usually, you're able to go faster like that. And I hear the train coming, so this is going to be great, right? You can even do singles like this. You know, you don't even have to switch in and out, but I usually like to switch in and out, but choice is yours. So, the next one is going to be the high mop. Now that's the one that goes like that when you're playing the snare. You go, right? You just kind of flick your wrist like that. You're going to do this with your left hand, and to do this trick, you have to know how to do traditional grip, right? If you don't know how to do traditional grip, I'm going to show you, alright? So basically, you take your stick, and you're going to put it in between your thumb like that, and then you're going to rest the stick on those two fingers, right? Then you're just going to grip the stick with your top two fingers, and you're going to, well, first you're going to use your thumb to push down the stick. That's what makes it easier. You're going to push down the stick to where it's all the way down there, and then you're just going to take the stick, open up your hand, and do that. Now you can use your pointer finger to get a little bit more force, so it actually hits the drum hard. So instead of something that's like that, you get something that's, you know, more powerful. So yeah, you can just do those two. You can combine the two tricks into your music and make it like that, right? Here comes the train, and that's great. Let's do it like that, right? So now I'm going to teach you how to do back sticks. That's also an easy level, right? Basically all you do is hit with the back of the sticks, you know? Like that. Right? And you can put it in your music. And I got bugs flying all around my face. basically what you're going to do with your right hand is you're going to take it and you're going to move your hand to look like this, so you can hit it with the back of your stick. It is a little bit quieter, but you can still get your sound out, right? Or you can hit it with the complete butt of your stick, but it makes it even quieter. With your left hand, you're going to take it. I usually grab the stick like that, because that usually gives it more force. And then you can just put those together, right? Alright, let's get to the intermediate levels, right? So the intermediate levels are going to be the, whatever that's called, I have no idea. And, probably this one, whatever that's called, the no strings attached, that's what it's called. And then, this one, I guess. Those are all intermediate. And if you're intermediate, keep watching this video. If you're expert, keep watching this video. So, what you're going to do, for the first one we're going to learn is this one. I usually just call it the pop-up, alright? But you can call it whatever you want. So, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your sticks, right? You're playing. Then you're going to take it like this, put it in your hand like this, and set it on the top of the snare. Now you want to leave this part of the stick hanging off the snare, right? You want to have room to hit it with the other stick, right? You're going to hold it down until you hit it with the other stick. Right before you hit it with the other stick, you raise your hand off, and you're going to let it fly into the air, right? Now, you could do that, but that doesn't let you go near as high, right? I usually hit it, right? So you're playing. Now, if you're first beginning, I suggest try hitting it higher, because when you hit it higher, it's easier to catch. Now, don't try to like send it towards the sun, but you know, probably about that high, and I just hit my hand. But don't be afraid to do tricks that send sticks in the air, because you're afraid you're probably not going to get it. So, you don't want to be afraid, you just want to go at it. So you're going to be going, and you just hit it up in the air and catch it like this. Now, if you're an expert, you can catch it like this, right? So next, what we have is no strings attached, which is, which is that move. Now you can do little finger twirls or peace signs, like sometimes you can do peace signs or stuff like that, or you can do the finger twirl, which makes it look like a magic trick. But they're hard to notice if you don't have it in slow motion, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to teach you how to do it. Now, there are two ways you can do this trick. One, you can do this little thing, which is you grab the stick and you put it in between these two knuckles and you go like that. You twist your hand like this, send it back, and then just roll it over. Just like that. That's all it is, alright? And then after you do that, you take the stick and you use these knuckles to spin it, right? You just go and kind of lift it up in the air at the same time so you can hold it in the air. Now, you can also do this. You can just forget doing this and you can just do it. Oh, dropping my sticks. That allows you to do quicker stuff, like if you're doing like stuff like that. You know, that'll allow that, right? But if you're doing slow stuff, you know, you can do it that way. But if you're first learning, I suggest getting that, because that gives you an extra spin. But if you're used to it, you can start doing it without the twirl before. The last one, the behind the back pop-up. Now, this one's a little bit difficult, but it's not that bad. All you have to do is, instead of putting it on this side, you put it on this side, okay? You still want to go like that, but instead of hitting this side, you're going to hit this side, alright? So it's going to look like that. You just turn to the side and pop it up like that, and it's going to fly up in the air, and you just catch it. And sometimes it'll go behind your back, so you can just turn around to catch it. That's what I do usually, so I guess you could do it too. Now, let's move on to expert level. Alright, now for expert levels, what we're going to do is we're going to do this one. 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 Whoops. We're going to do this one. Whoops. We're going to do this one. Behind the back catch like that. And we're going to do this one. Teach you how to do that. And roll it back. Alright? That's called the knuckle roll, by the way. The first one is called the fatality, alright? Now what I usually do is I'll either go like that, or I'll get just like, you know, you can either do this little thing where you pop it up like that and catch it, or you can just like that, whichever one. Whichever one you feel better with. I feel like if you start off, you need to, but if you're more used to it, you can, but if you're more used to it, you can, but if you're more used to it, you can, it was first try. Definitely first try. I promise you it was first try. All you have to do is plant your stick on the head like that. You want to kind of push it down, and then you're still in traditional grip. You're going to hit it with the middle, so it's going to be like a cross, alright? You're going to hit it like that, and at the same time that you hit it with this, you're going to push the stick that way. You're going to do like that. You're going to push it like that. What the stick is going to do is it's going to flip, bounce, and go in the air. So, what the stick's going to do is it's going to bounce in the air. What the stick's going to do is it's going to bounce in the air. What the stick's going to do is it's going to bounce in the air. What the stick's going to do, it's going to bounce in the air. Like that. First try. Now, I would not recommend doing this if you are not used to having sticks flying all over the place, right? If you have some sticks that you're super worried about breaking, don't use those because it's going to fall on the ground a lot. And it takes a whole lot of practice. I practiced for like 2 months trying to learn this trick, alright? So don't get frustrated if you can't learn it, alright? It's an expert trick. So it's going to sit on the snare. It's going to sit on the snare. You hit it, bounces, flies in the air. You can either catch it like this or in your hand, right? I prefer catching it in the stick if I can, but you do it however you need to, right? As long as you get it, you're good, right? Behind the back catch. Behind the back catch. The behind the back catch. The behind the back catch. The behind the back catch. There we go. First try. Now for this trick, you are going to have to be able to reach your arm behind your back like this and catch something. So I would recommend starting with like tennis balls or golf balls or whatever you have at home. You know, start with some type of smaller round shape, alright? Once you get used to catching that behind your back, you can move to like deck of cards and stuff. Just throw those up in the air and catch them behind the back. Once you've done that, you can move to sticks, right? Because sticks are a little bit harder to catch, as you can see, right? But this is a really cool visual for drumming. You know, you can get finished with something. First try. Alright, so basically, you're going to just throw it up in the air, kind of high, but you're not going to do like that. But you're not going to send it flying like something like that. But anyways, you get the point, right? You're going to get it probably about above, right there, you know. Just throw it up right there. And then just catch it behind your back if you can. This one is a pretty hard trick. That's why it's on the expert level. Now, the last one I said I was going to teach is the stick and stick catch. The knuckle roll as well. Looks like that. So, basically what you're going to do is when you hit it up in the air, when you catch it, you want to bring your stick out like this, have it like this, and then you're going to close it, and you're going to catch it in between right here. Just like that. It's going to be up against your wrist and the stick. Alright? Then you just roll it over your hand. Like, if you have it like this, you're going to roll it up, and it's going to go over your wrist, and you're going to use your thumb to pull it in the rest of the way. So it's going to be like that, alright? I recommend taking, you know, a bit of time to practice. Now this did take less time to learn than the behind the back catch and the fatality. It took way less time. But once you get used to it, you can start going here. Once you get used to it, you can start going here, back, here, back, and then throwing them up in the air and catching them. But again, that does take some time to learn, so make sure you practice often, right? You can also do that into the fatality. You can also do that into the fatality, just like that. First try. Or you can do it with the pop-up. Or you can do it with the pop-up. Like that. Now if you catch it like this, with this pointing up, all you're going to do is drop it down to about right there, and you can still spin it around, right? But I suggest trying your best to make it right here. But it's hard to tell which way you're going to get it. So the point is just to catch it, right? Anyways, that's it for learning sick tricks. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that subscribe button and smash that subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video. I'm SD Penguin. I'll see you in the next video. By the way, my next solo will just be a snare solo.